couple of weeks with disclosure of Russian involvement in the election means that, so this is a letter written by a small group of electors from across the country. All of us believe very strongly that we need to know more information about Russian involvement in our election. The letter is addressed to the Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, and the goal of the letter is to get whatever information they have, which they have already said that they have, that they've made reports. We simply want the chance to review those as we prepare to undertake our vote. So this is me on my one of my final days in the National Security Council staff. I've served as Director for Strategic Planning.
It's my first time being an elector. I was named in the summer, and most of the electors were chosen in the summer in order to serve in the fall. So members of the Electoral College wrote to James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, asking him to brief us on the CIA media reports that the Russians had hacked both Democrats and Republicans, but chose only to use the Democratic information as a way to swing the election to Donald Trump. Okay. Well, what is at stake here is a free and fair election for the United States of America. What is at stake here is what the founders talked about, what Hamilton mentioned in the Federalist Paper, that the United States president must be elected without undue foreign interference. So this is a very critical matter that the founders anticipated because of the way that the country was formed. Even in the First Continental Congress, they were worried about outside influencers who had been on the side of the British or the side of the colonists in the Revolution. So this is something that goes to the core of our country, which is that our independence elections ought to be what define us as a country. And so if there is evidence that not only was the election tainted, but that one of the candidates knew about that and profited from it, then that certainly is something that the electors should know in advance. It's something the public should know already, but it's definitely something that we electors should be told this week before we vote next week.
Thank you.
I, however, do intend to cast my vote for someone other than Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. I will accept those punishments, and I will, if going to jail is necessary, I will do it. It's those Republican states. They need to feel free. They can vote their conscience in light of the information of the CIA briefings relating to Donald Trump. I do not believe that he's fit for office, and again, he is Mr. Trump and not President-elect.